Oh,
Oh no,
if I switch us back and forth.
that's terrible. Oh gosh.
Hey,
Hey,
so
Zach, hi.
yes, I was a little bit late. You know what happened is this happens to me not often. I don't want to say it happens to me all the time, but sometimes I don't understand time. It glitches in my mind where it was 1 o'clock and I knew that we had to do this at 3, my time here locally, 3 p.m. And I was thinking okay, I got 3 hours. And I was and then I was in the middle of painting and I'm painting and I'm like, oh, wait a minute. We're starting at 3. It's 2:30 now. That means I have 30 minutes. I realized
That's funny.
30 minutes before I was like, oh yeah, wait, I need to wrap up this painting and head over there.
I have that with days. I'm like, sweet, it's Thursday. And I'm like, no, it's not. It's just Monday. I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah.
Yeah, especially when you have a day off. If you have a Friday off or a Monday off, then your weekend seems shifted and everything else is weird.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we have our hashtag for today, and that we're going to get into it. So last week, I just want to say, Josh, before you do your spiel here, if you guys missed last week's episode, we did something a little bit different, and we built the robot gardener kit. Do you have yours there to show? Mine?
No, it's in my bedroom.
Okay, good. I thought it was over there, but it's here. This guy, if you guys missed that episode, we were building this together live.
Man, I've grown to love it even more now. It's just been on display on my little bedside table, and I love it even more.
And I'm still wondering if there's something weird. If I did something put together the hips or the legs wrong or something for some reason, because they're legs, instead of going straight down, they almost go in to a V kind of thing. And you said yours stands just fine, but mine's kind of weird.
Gotcha. Wait, let me get mine. Hang on. Give me a second. This is worth it.
Okay. So I don't know, guys. It was weird. I don't know if the top part, because everything at the hip section, everything looks fine. But then just for some reason, it's just wonky, just the way that it stands.
Okay. I think you're right. Mine come in as well. Yeah. Because you can rotate that kind of hip so the legs are straight like that. But
then it doesn't line up, right? It makes a weird gap if you have the angle rotated too much to make it pigeon toed or whatever.
If I try and make the legs just perfectly vertical, it seems like it's okay. Yeah. It might stand up pretty good. Yeah. Anyway,
yeah, it's just a little bit weird. You have to kind of make sure you have the legs set just right. It's not as easy as other stuff where you can other kids, you can just plop it down and the legs they can be kind of all over the place and it works out just fine.
No.
But let's get into the hashtag today, Josh.
Yes, every week, if you haven't watched us, we go through Japanese builders as a hashtag. It'd be I don't know, Sinanjus or something like that, GMs, and we go through and just look at all the builds and comment on them and comment as if we're the best, because we are. If you don't know these builders, take down their names, follow them, because man, it's really good stuff.
Yes.
That's it. And help us out, because you don't need to help us out working out parts and stuff, because we know everything. What was I talking about there? Yeah. I was about to
just watch silently. Don't comment.
Yes, please. Yeah, don't even bother. Yeah.
And we're going with this hashtag, but we might change partway through. We'll see how it's going. We'll see how many cool builds and things we come across. But the hashtag that we're going with is compare with the original kit. Pretty straightforward. It's just a photograph of the original kit and then a photograph of the modified version. So we'll take a look at these, and you guys will see if that for whatever reason doesn't make sense to you. You'll see what it means very quickly. But there is also another hashtag that I noticed earlier today. It's just showing the inner frame, which looks really cool. Yeah. So we may switch over to that one partway through. Or if we find some cool stuff, we'll save that for next time. But anyway, so let's check out this Pikachu Wing Zero build. And this kind of psyched me out at first because I was looking at this just assuming that was a kit, like it is.
Yep.
But it's totally not.
We just know the design so well that I just fills all the gaps. What is that? Build Strike Plavsky something?
The torso.
No, I'm saying the what we thought.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
What it's supposed to look like. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, a sort of like the Build Strike, yes. The painting is weird. Doesn't it look very strange? I don't know. Painted. Maybe spray painted or something, but it looks like there's some shading going on. So I don't know what's going on.
There's some shading, and it's like a satin finish. Like it's not
the paint looks very thick.
And it looks very thick. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, very, very thick.
But it's got like freedom arms, right? Those are freedom arms, I believe, right?
Yeah, freedom shoulders. Yeah.
Yeah. And just like the chest parts of the build strike, just like on top of the wings chest.
It looks like it just works.
Yeah, I didn't notice that at first. The center part is so recognizable as the wing, but like because of the side parts, it didn't immediately click for me that it's just the wings chest. So it is kind of blended pretty well there. What do you think about it being like gray instead of just white? I mean, you don't really need to compare it to the original because it's going for something different, but
I don't know. I think because there's so much of it as well, so just is extra impacting being gray. I don't know because I can see like that bottom ankle, the back ankle armor, that's white, but it seems like the rest of it seems like it's all the same kind of gray. Maybe the bicep is white. It's just a bit, and like you said, it's a bit thick.
I don't, and like too much white can be kind of boring because there's not a lot of surface detail on there. So if it was all white, it would look kind of a wash. But I know the gray as well. Also, I'm just kind of looking at it and it just looks like a bit of a blur, kind of. I don't know.
Yeah.
Just because of the color, maybe.
And maybe no panel lining, maybe also as well. That's probably why.
Yeah, there's a couple little bits, like these couple little notches on the freedom shoulders that are not panel lined.
I think that's like part of it.
I think the finish is not the strong point, but the choice of like which parts to put together, I think all blend pretty well. The wings, it's like half wing, more than half a wing, I guess, good amount, 70% or something. But then the freedom arms work well. Yeah, interesting.
And it shows how tiny the wing is because those are the HG. Oh no, it did come as an MG as well, didn't it?
This is the MG 1.0 kit,
okay. Well, because what I thought was the blue effects were from the high grade, and I'm like, wow, that just shows how small wing is. But no, there was a master grade star build strike.
Yep. Indeed, there was. But I think the wings only came. Did they come with the regular kit, or did they only come with the there was like the extra separate flyer? What was it?
I only built the high grade, but I think you're right.
It's like a separate pack. Here's the Banshee Norn in a pretty.
Whoa.
I'm sorry, it's just an ugly color scheme. Sorry to say.
It's Well, as we've said before, like Banshee and Unicorn is such a crazy design, bits going everywhere, and then if you do that with the paint as well, then it's just extra bits.
Yeah, definitely. It's something I'm sure we've talked about a lot. The Unicorn design, it's really difficult to make it not like one solid color, like solid white, solid black, solid gold. If you want to like separate it to like a kind of normal Gundam's color scheme, where like the chest and shoulders would be like a different color from the arms, would be a different color from the legs, and you have like the different colors up on the skirt, it just doesn't really work with the Unicorn design very well.
No.
Yes, I'm sure there's been maybe one or two cases where I've seen it where it kind of worked, but so often doesn't. Yeah.
I can imagine something like this would just be fun to paint anyway, taking all the parts and doing all the gradient and putting it all together. But
yeah, the gradient is. I mean, I don't know if it really works on this, but it looks well done.
Well done. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and it's an interesting idea. It's like something that you see on the Hainu, like the Hainu Verka, kind of bringing that over to the Unicorn. It's an interesting idea. I love the gun, of course, from the, which is weird. It's the Sausabee. I was going to say it's the Shinanju. Yeah,
because I'm like, what's that? What's the stock at the back? Why is it all curved?
Yeah.
The Sausabee.
Yeah, and the handle is so like weird, different from the Shinanjus, right? So yeah, I forgot the Sausabee can do this as well with the Sausabee rifle.
Man, I have put the bazooka with the rifle so many times, and it's so much fun slotting it in and then putting that little handle clip back on. It's so satisfying. Oh my gosh, so nice. Yeah.
That said, the red part for the chest actually sort of works.
That does really work, yeah.
But have I shown you my... Hang on, let me pull this up because I've got it here. I told you about like the color challenge that I'm doing, right, with the unicorn?
I think so, yeah.
Did I? And while we're on the subject, I might as well ask your opinion of this.
Oh, yeah.
So taking like the Resol Type C or like the General Revels Resol. Color scheme, like the tan with the white and orange accents, and applying that onto the unicorn. So here's two ideas that I was working with. Making the psycho frame white.
Yeah. So the base color of the armor, that's a little bit too saturated, right? Compared to
the saturations, the colors aren't exactly right.
Yeah. Just okay, cool. Okay, just checking. Yeah. Man, dude, yes.
Possibly, or silver psycho frame with just a couple little white bits for like the event details on the skirts and the legs and stuff.
So this would be
much less white.
Crappy silver, like metallic-y silver, or like chrome silver?
Like
aluminium silver?
Yeah, like a not like a bright gunmetal.
Yeah, I know.
Like a silver. What I mean, like a gun chrome. That's what I mean. Not like that.
Yeah.
But like a dull
one. Yeah. Okay, and then go back up to the first one.
So like a inactive frame. I forget who the builder is now offhand, but there's one builder who did a really awesome job with the silver psycho frame unicorn, but just normal white armor instead.
Oh man! And then back to the silver.
Oh,
the silver's good. The silver looks more realistic. I don't know why, a bit heavier. But the white's nice.
Also, all the lining here is black because it's just line art. But I would use like a brown, like a tan or kind of brownish color for the lining on the psycho frame, which will look very different from how it looks now. Just white with black lining. It won't actually look.
Yeah, it won't be that stark. Yeah, man, I reckon the white if I had to choose. Yeah,
I think so. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going for. If I zoom out, seeing it smaller there.
What scale are you doing? Which
144.
Oh yeah, cool. Yeah.
Yes.
High grade.
Yes, the high grade and full armor, kind of quasi full armor. Not with all of the weapons, but like most. So yeah, there'll be so that line art is just like kind of the standard one. So there'll be more stuff going on. I have like the bazookas on the back and the fuel tanks and one set of the Gatling guns. Okay.
Yeah, that'll look cool. Sweet.
Thank you to Joey there in the chat.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Yeah. Joey Schilling of Armor of the Gods shop there in the UK.
Thanks, Joey.
The owner of there. And also Mike Rinaldi's here. Hey, what's going on, Mike? White psycho frame is my vote. Yes. Yeah, that's things where we're kind of all leaning. I also just like the fact that it's so unique. I don't think I've ever seen a unicorn with white psycho frame.
You're right, actually. Yeah.
And we've seen unicorns in every color under the sun.
Every color.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right. Here's a Ozaku Warrior Kit where, again, it's not working for me. The decals are just killing it.
Yeah, too big and too much.
And you know what the unfortunate thing is? Most of the decals on this are the official decals. The decal scheme on this kit is pretty ugly, yeah.
Oh, what?
They're
just too big. Wow.
Yeah, there's a lot of mixed matching. I think a lot of these are other different stuff, but a lot of these are the like official scheme, which is weird. Yeah.
Yeah, they just like scale down the kit. They make it look like it's a toy.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too much. Like the lining bits are too weird. I don't really get. They're just not attractive to me. Those kind of weird lining parts on
it's
that.
It's a bit real typey, but it doesn't
sort of
work. Yeah.
Yeah, the color scheme might help it. I mean, like this one is a bit of a mess, but like if you just stuck to like the original, like if you just use all the decals as they come, yeah, they might actually look better. With like real type colors, like earthy tones, maybe it would kind of fit the design, right? Maybe a little bit more.
Yep.
Let me see, Ozaku Warrior. Else, and want to show you here. you can see the decal sheet, but that's not very helpful. What they look like on the actual kit. These are all like custom ones. I don't know if I can find a good reference image for that. Maybe even that doesn't. I don't know. Anyway,
that's close. Yeah,
something like that. You get the idea.
Mm.
Yeah, like you can see like there's the lining bits on the
I
shield
see.
and arm and stuff, and they're the same on the Jin. So like they're sticking with the same like kind of theme of designing them for like all the kits that are related. It's got like the same lining bits you can see here on the example.
Wow,
up
that's
there
the
behind that
decal
annoying
sheet.
stuff.
Jeez, that's great. Wow.
Anyway. Okay. Let's see here. Oh, that's pretty weird.
Yes.
All right. So I'm forgetting Mobile Doll Sarah, I think was the name of that one. Or no. Was it? No, I think it's something different. But I don't know. I've seen this done a handful of times, but I can't think of one honestly offhand where I've seen a good meshing of like Gundam kits and Gundam girl kits like this, of like the Bandai ones.
Yeah. It must just be hard to get the proportions right. Like she has too much waist.
Yeah.
And then the knees are too low and stocky, so the scale's off. It just looks wonky.
At least without like doing some heavy modification to the proportions, right?
Yeah. I was gonna say, it would take a bunch of modding.
Trying to do it where you're basically just like part swapping, I think it's just not gonna work. It may depend on the kit. I mean, like I don't know if you use like legs of like, or like the lower legs or something of like a master grade Exia or Quanta or something where they're kind of pretty long and thin kind of proportion legs. Obviously the Hazel is very chunky.
Super chunks.
Yeah. But something that's a little bit more slender might meld.
The arms kind of work. They kind of work, But it looks like she's wearing a diaper.
Yeah, a bit. Yeah, it's kind of weird. And I can't tell if it's the full section, like the full hip section of the Hazel, and then the body and the legs are plugged onto that, or if her full body is going inside of there, and it's like the Hazel parts slapped around that. It doesn't really matter, I guess, but
I think the second one might be it. Yeah.
I think it's the Hazel parts strapped onto there, right?
I think so. Yeah.
Here's a very kind of interesting idea. I'm always interested to see this when they take like non-UC designs and like UC-ify them.
Yep. I'm a fan of that. I love that.
This one as well. The finish, like the painting, is not very clean, but it's an interesting idea.
Yeah, I'm trying to see through the brightness of the white.
And
the panel line thickness. I'm like squinting.
The photograph is pretty rough.
I mean, the new colors are always really nice. That just muted kind of navy and those yellows, heaps of white.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah.
All right, it's airplane.
Yes.
Doesn't mean much to us, unfortunately. Helicopter. This one.
That looks kind of cool.
That's the photograph. So I don't really know what I'm looking at here because it all looks unfinished. So I think someone used, or we just don't know what's going on with that. Oh, wait. Huh? So that's the original kit anyway.
Yeah.
And what has he done to it?
He doesn't. I don't know. I don't care.
Okay. Sorry.
No, dude. I didn't mean it like that. I was like, I was trying to look, and I'm like, wait, I don't even care. What am I doing?
I meant sorry to the guy.
Oh.
Sorry for giving up on your work there. There's some desktop army, which I find kind of interesting because they're basically like figures. So it's always kind of interesting to see when people modify them because they're not like kits, actually.
You just buy them as the toy. Huh. So they made all the clothes for them?
I guess so. Which, almost look like they're made out of like blue masking tape or something.
They do too.
And I'm guessing these are some characters from a game or something based off of some game, but I don't know. Sorry to say.
I like that the stock figures have guns, or they maybe like water pistols or something. Or guns.
Yeah, something like that, I guess. Here's some interesting ones, based off of the Megami device. It's always interesting to see what they make the clothes out of, because one of the
Yeah.
most common things that I've seen for making clothes like this is actually like rubber gloves. They'll take like the finger of a rubber glove, and it makes like a really like stretched over the body. It makes like a leather like skin type bodysuit kind of thing, which I've seen people do that or something along those lines.
Yeah, with all the little wrinkles and crinkles and stuff.
Hmm.
And like hips and stuff. Yeah.
You'd be able to move the parts, and it'd be flexible and everything, right? So, all right, here's some more Gunpla from Flagships.
Yeah, these big old legs. They're so ridiculous.
Aside from the side skirt bits, I do actually quite like this design. I don't really care for the gun that much either, but
yeah, that's
basically the Gym 3 for the most part.
Yeah, the side hip gun things always just feel too bulky and big, and it's blocking any kind of movement. Yeah,
these giant ones, because the original ones are here on the side of the leg. That's what the kit originally has for the side skirts, which are pretty big, like just as they are, and then it's got like even bigger ones. But pretty cool design. And he swapped out the knees too. That's kind of a shame. I do really like the big round knees.
I think I like the swapped out ones better.
Do you? Those are the original Gym 3 knees, which are also cool. Yeah, I mean, I like both.
Yeah.
He basically just kind of reverted it back to just a standard Gym 3. He actually moved those parts back up to the side skirts, which are the original side skirts, and just basically kept the build divers parts for the weapon, basically.
Oh, okay.
Which I don't know what is going on with that silver. That looks like a molded silver G.I. Joe weapon or something.
Yes.
Like a toy. Action figure weapon gun.
Yeah, weird.
Man. And
it might be the same color as the hands. It's just because it's out of focus.
It could be, yeah. That's what I would assume. But man. I had to call in the Plamo detectives on this one because there's a lot to discover. You got some nub marks here, the seam on the front of the legs. The way that how it almost looks like there's like a really slight bit of dry brushing going on, but I don't think that's what that is. I think that's just like the white paint was too thin, you know?
Yep.
And so it pulls away from the edges.
Right. Yeah. Just like one coat. Yeah.
It's like the white paint coverage is kind of iffy. Man, it's a shame. Like how I just don't really understand how you could leave that nub mark there, unless like, you know, if it's something you just don't notice at all until like the very end. I could understand it being like, well, I can't be asked at this point. But like I'd be that, especially right there, it would be such an easy fix. You don't even have to respray anything. You just sand it. And I would even like not spray that, just get your paint and just the paintbrush is a little bloop right there. Just to cover it back up. That's all.
I don't know. Maybe some people don't see it. I was going to say that I was teaching at a primary school and the kids were bringing in their Pokemon cards. And I'm like, oh, can I check them out? And they're like grade 4 kids. And they're like, yeah, here, but be careful with them. And I'm like, oh, yeah. And they gave them to me. And the corners were destroyed. Like there were creases and folds and stuff. And I'm like, the kid still thinks it's really good and nice quality. So maybe you just don't see it.
Yeah. Man.
Oh, I saw this. Have you seen this massive bird?
Yes, this one's great. And even this one, it's supposed to be like before and after. This is still kind of not totally before. But yeah, I mean, that's just incredible.
Oh, man.
And the Zigok, the 2 Zigoks up there on the head.
That's great.
Yeah. I forget what the shoehorn is that the name of it?
I don't actually know.
A shoebill, I think, is the name of the bird, right? Shoebill. Yeah. There you go. And I've seen a few. Like this is not the only like shoebill custom Gunpla that I've seen before.
Oh, really?
Yeah. There's someone else has done another one. At least one other one that I've seen before. Let's see if Google search will come up with anything. Yeah, probably not, but anyway. Yeah, that's wild. And I love the little vignette is wonderful too.
It's
The
great.
Gundam posing like that and just peering down at the Gundam.
And even like the back bend that they put on the legs, because that's how it would actually stand to counterweight itself.
Mhm.
It's not just straight legs. Yeah, it's great.
Yeah. Yeah. Very cool. What was the other picture? Yeah. Just like that. So I think, yeah, is it the same kit or not? Maybe before and after painting the eyes, I guess, on the head, or this is just he did another one.
I think he might have done another one, maybe extended the head or something. Yeah.
Yeah, possibly. It's kind of hard to tell based on the photo. Some more Mech Musume stuff. I think we can skip that. But this one, I think we've seen this one, haven't we? Or I know I've seen this one before. I love this build. This is from Mocha Monaka-chan. Mocha Manaka-chan. I always struggle with that. It's too long. This one I love.
So I thought you were saying the first one you love, and I was going to comment and go, man, I just don't like the first one, but give me gray like some Zeta. So, and then I'm like, oh, it's so good. So yeah.
No, this is the original kit. And this one is his modified one, which I know I've seen this before, and I think maybe this came up when I did the episode with Brian, where Brian filled in because we were looking at all Mecha Musume stuff.
Yeah.
So I think maybe this is where we saw this one before. But here's another one where you can see. I'm not sure what he used for the clothes.
Let's look at that.
But
that
whatever.
Sleeve looks great.
Some sort of plastic something. I'm not sure, but yeah, I love the backpack's just a mess of stuff, but it works.
So I don't, because normally I'm just like, it's just like the figure is a magnet and all these bits kind of just stuck on, but I think because it's all trailing back from the one point, so there's some motion to it. Man, I would have this on my desk. I like this. Yeah.
It totally depends on the arrangement of the parts.
Yeah,
definitely. Yeah, because you were mentioning that before. I think just maybe while we were talking about it some other time, but how you didn't like how there's a lot of them. It's just like a bunch of parts, like you were saying. It's just a bunch of stuff. It's just kind of a mess. A lot of them, and even the original, which I do like the original, but it is a little bit of that just because it's got stuff sticking off all over the place, right? Not as
it's just
much
a style
parts
that I'm not as into.
But they are all over the place. This one does have a really nice direction to it.
And the Radomi thing on the top with the orange, that's nice.
Yeah.
And limited use of the orange. It's like maybe 10%, 15% or something. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, very nice. Very nice balance. And I love these legs. Those are the legs from the Roadrunner kit.
Oh, okay.
They're such cool designs.
And there, like on the legs, there's so many sections they could have done in different colors, but they only chose 2 grays and a couple orange pops. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, that's very nice.
Yeah, I love that build. Definitely, guys, follow Mocha-chan here. Really nice builds. Here's one, which is pretty wild. Because I've seen people trying to modify these. I think, was it Moki or someone else? I feel like someone I just saw recently was trying to modify one of these and was saying how difficult it was.
Because it's just, is it just hollow?
No, just because they're just relatively small. I think
right.
they're just pretty small. I think they're 120 scale, so they're not like that big.
Yeah, okay.
But man, it's just so looks derpy. So it looks like just what you would expect from like an older kit, right? Just nothing too fancy. But then like modified it, and then it looks like a resin figure or something.
Yeah, it looks like there's a real skeleton inside there. What? Wow.
There's the transformation. So adjusted the thickness and angled the legs.
Yeah.
Breast augmentation. Like the hair.
Yeah, the hair is totally done.
Yeah. The face.
And the whole face is done again. Yeah. Wow.
I almost wonder if that hair and or face are taken from a different kit.
Yeah, maybe.
If that's actually Kit Bash or something, I'm not sure.
It almost looks like all of it has just been done again, and they maybe use the original as the base.
I don't know. Yeah. There's not much that you would salvage from that, like the hips.
Oh yeah, that section might be the same.
Yeah.
And the arms, they could shave down the arms. So maybe they've just done a lot of sculpting and just removing a lot of material. Yeah. Wow.
Adding and subtracting here and there all over the place. Look how much nicer the shoulders look. Or like the shoulder part of the clothing.
Yeah.
These big balloons.
Wow.
And it looks so much nicer. Yeah. That's nice.
Wow.
Very cool. This person failed at the hashtag. Looks like a cool build. We got the hashtag wrong.
But not delete. Yep.
Wrong.
Wrong.
All right.
Oh, this is...
Here we got the DOM test type. Right. Original. There you go.
I want another photo. It's like stuff's getting blocked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish we had a different photo because this photo itself looks pretty cool, but I feel like I can't really get a good proper sense of the build.
Yep.
Can't see it. One thing that as much as I love this kit, one thing that is really goofy about it is its snoot face.
Man, it's good old snoot, surprise snoot. Yeah.
And the hoses, how the hose goes like woo way up like that.
Like you've got like a rope and you've gone boom and it does that.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's a ridiculous head. That looks way better.
So I like that he's kind of gotten rid of those parts, but now the chest looks really flat, doesn't it?
I don't know
like
what you
it
mean.
Needs something like the chest needs to be out a little bit more.
Sunken,
I know that it's kind of like
too far. Yeah, gotcha.
Yeah, I know it's doing like one of these, but the chest seems like way sunken in, so it's like right in line with the face.
Yeah, needs more of a chest puff.
Whereas like on the original one, see it's popping out there a little bit. So that looks a bit weird.
The front skirt things look cool. These like stacked on these like kind of little claw shapey things that kind of hook under. That's kind of cool.
Those parts, that's different from the original kit, isn't it? Yeah. So he just extended those down, eh?
Or is that top plate added on or something?
Yeah, I think so. Just kind of extended down because I was just thinking that with the original, the center part is so huge already.
Yeah.
So I wondered if you either made the center part smaller or made the skirt parts longer, and it looks like you just added on to the skirt parts there. Extended those little L bits there. It's a cool color. The gray, how it looks like a kind of like rusty metal. It has that kind of very metallic shine to it. So it's very
Is it a gray or is it like a slightly metallic-y reddy brown?
Yeah, it's like a oxidized like a dark gunmetal kind of dark steel kind of color. Yeah, it's cool. I like that.
Nice.
Oh, and the
red on the elbows is nice.
Yeah, that's nice little red accent there. And the shield, it looks like it's
I feel like I know that part.
The main shield part is from the it's this here, Zuda.
Oh, Zuda.
Yeah, I couldn't remember the name. I was thinking Judah. Like, that's the double Zeta pilot. That's what the main part is from. But then he added this handle on it. That's not on there originally.
It's like some shield gun. Yeah.
Oh man, I just realized that this part here is the back end of the bazooka. I was thinking that it's I was thinking he took the backpack like from like the Goof Flight type or something. It looks like the little fins on the back of the Goof Flight type backpack. That makes a lot more sense. Yeah, that's a nice metallic shine on there.
Those feet are just so bulbous. Oh my gosh.
Yeah. They're pretty weird. So I like that he added a little bit onto them to make it look like at least it's not just like a round.
Yeah.
Yeah. Very cartoonish. Oh, that's weird. This is one of those Hexagear figures. These things are like tiny.
Oh, really?
They're also like, I think 120 scale, I believe. But like, this is the stock photo or like the promotional image, like from Kotobukiya. I can tell you, like, from the one, which I think is the same one that I have put together, like, to make it look this good would be a challenge. Like, they're pretty, like, pretty simplistic kits.
So they've just painted the hell out of that.
Yeah, this is just a really nicely painted one.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one though, it's not working for me.
No. And good old flash photography, darn.
Oof.
Whoa.
Oh man, look at that guy.
Look at that. Cool.
Wow, one of the 90s. Like, are they even HGs or non-grade, just 1/44 scale kits?
They're just grade.
Man.
Grade question mark. Wow.
What a transformation.
What?
And what a nice photograph as well.
That's a great shot, yeah.
So man, he must have used like the HG. Yeah, I'm sure he used HG. It could be any number of HGs, but I would assume it's the HG God Gundam or HG Shining Gundam or something as like the base. But really, all you could use from that is like the joints and like this middle section of the lower leg.
Okay.
See, look at the original kit. See, it looks like he kept like the knee and calf part and the ankle part, but then just swapped out this middle section.
Because because it's thinner and it's much smaller. Yeah. Whoa. Look at those feet. Thinner. That's great.
Quite the ugly design. As much as I like a G Gundam, and I would love for some new G Gundam kits, there aren't that many like G Gundam designs that I do actually really like.
Yeah, I'm still into like Transformers and stuff, and I'm looking at vintage Transformers and Voltrons, and they go gaudy super robot like this. So this hasn't appealed to me in a toy sense, but that's the only reason why I like it. Yeah.
Even if this was the kit that Bandai was putting out, like a much more modernized design of it, I just don't think I'll go for it. Yeah, those knees, even the knees are customized a bit. They're reshaped to be a little more longer and angled.
Oh, they are too? Yeah. Yeah, they poke out.
So yeah, a ton of work put into that. Got to be a big fan of the design. Yeah. The painting looks so nice as well. It's really nice shading on there.
Nice colors. The red.
That red looks really nice.
Oh, it'd be so satisfying to have this on your desk and have a snapped original as well sitting there, and you just can look how bad it was. Yeah.
But it'd be a great one to put in like a what do they call it? Yeah. What do they call that? A box where like people will put like the painted runners.
Shadow box. Like
yeah.
It's like a deep thing. Yeah.
Because I mean, if the thing of putting it in a box like that is you never see the back side of it, but I mean, I don't know if there's really that much to see on the back. So it'd be one that I think would be nice to put in a shadow box like that. Have the two kits side by side.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
It would make for a cool display.
That'd be really cool.
This would be which version of the F91? The MG 2.0. There you go. Panel lined.
Yeah. Whoa.
And heavy decals.
Oh yeah, geez.
And just like cover up the bottom half. The top half I think looks really nice.
Yeah, it must just be it's slightly minimal on the details. Hey.
He still left some wide open spaces a little bit, like on the front of the arm, the front skirt's not that broken up. Like the panel lining is just around the edges and the shoulder. Like the new scribed lines are just around the edges. Compared to the original where there's like nothing.
Basically. Yeah, that's right. It's super plain. Yeah.
But it gets real busy on the lower half.
Yeah. And a bit too zigzaggy. Yeah, and the panel line like right through the middle of the calf. Yeah, and the gray as well breaks it up even more. Yeah, like I like that gray painting on the front, just below the knee vents. I like that, but the other ones they're probably too much. Yeah.
Also, just the use of black panel liner.
Of course, of course.
It's a lot of it. So like having all those, if you're gonna make that many line scribing, that's a lot of black that you're adding to the white. Where up on here, I mean, you see a lot of areas of unbroken white, right? And yeah,
it's good quality panel lining.
Oh yeah.
They look a little bit rounded, like when you see some panel lining and it's like the edge falling into the panel line is a little bit curved. They seem a little bit like that, yeah.
But I mean, yeah, then the lining, the decal work, all like technically
super clean.
It does look really nice. Yeah. Very clean. So there's a lot going on in this section here. Yeah.
I remember the first time I built the first master grade and just loving those back carved vents that you just open up.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it was so cool.
The MG 1.0, you mean?
Yeah.
The head also looks slightly different. I'm trying to figure out what's different about the head. It looks like what I'm trying to figure out is it looks like he just kind of made the top more angular. Where on the original, it seems a little bit more curvy, but it's a kind of a potato photo, so it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But the head looks a little bit different, doesn't it? Something about it. And just maybe there's the angle. I don't know.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Unless they're side by side, it's hard to tell.
Could just be the angle.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. Unless they use like the old head or something.
That's what I was wondering too. Maybe he used the 1.0 head on it. That's possible, yeah. Also wondered about that. Let's find some more Gunpla. So, here's a Sausabee. A blue Sausabee. Bluish, purplish Sausabee. I do really like the colors. The placement is a bit weird.
Yeah. I like the lower leg purple, but maybe if the shoulders didn't have purple, just the torso did, that might be better.
Yeah. The Sausabee is another one that's a little bit difficult to break up the colors like this. Instead of like with the same thing with the unicorn, it looks best when it's just like all one color. But breaking it up, like I feel like if you were gonna break up the colors like this, an easy way to do it would just be to stick with how they did it. Because it's the RG, you have 3 different colors of red here, like the pale red, the dark red, and the medium red. So if you just stuck with those, which I don't think he did, yeah. He definitely changed that up. That'd be the easiest way to do it, I think. I think it's this chest piece.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Being in this lighter color. If that was in the darker purple.
Yeah, maybe. I just think it's the shoulders. The shoulders being purple like that. The shoulders now don't have as much visual weight. They don't balance out the legs, so they just seem too dominant now, I think. I mean, it's also the angle. Yeah.
Yeah. But I do really like the color choices in general. It's really nice purple.
The gray.
That nice. Orange is really nice as well.
Oh, I was going to say it's like a red, I guess, but yeah.
It's hard to tell, right? Yeah, I'm looking at that thinking that I can't tell if it's more of like a yellow orange and like it's just the color balance is off, or if it's more like an orangish red. Yeah, very interesting color. I don't know, it looks good.
I don't think I've seen a gray Sausabee before.
A gray Sausabee?
Yeah.
Yeah. Mine turned out a little bit more blue than gray.
After I said that, I'm like, wait, I've totally seen a gray Sausabee before.
Yesterday, you saw that?
Yesterday. In my head, it's like blue, but like a muted blue.
Yeah,
but totally
definitely a bluish gray.
Oh, that's so funny. I do want to see this next to your hand so I can see how tiny it actually is. So little. Wow. How many centimeters is that, do you reckon? Like 10?
It's a little bit taller. Let's see. About not much taller. If it was just standing, it'd be like 11 centimeters.
Whoa, that's tiny.
11, 12, up like to the tip of the horn.
So yeah, I've still never seen a gray Sausabee. Yeah.
Oh, weird. All right. This one, I'll skip over some of the Mecha Musume stuff, but I do want to look at this one because I saw this one earlier and I thought it looked pretty cool.
Is that like wooden tornado drill things?
Yeah, golden drill things it looks like. But it's a pretty interesting use of the caution tape. Have you seen that this tape that Kotobukiya made?
No.
You seen that? They made just masking tape, but just like with this printed on this. So you can use it as just regular masking tape, or you can use it like this, where you're just like wrapping the tape. So the striped tape and the danger tape, those are just masking tape from Kotobukiya.
That's cool.
So yeah, I thought that was pretty.
Oh yeah, I guess it is gold. It looked like there was like kind of some layering in there, looking like it was wood or something.
Because of all the little angles and stuff, yeah.
Mm.
It looks a bit. Here, let me see. Kotobukiya masking tape. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like that. So it's pretty cool that you can just use it as masking tape, or you can actually use it like as a part of the kit.
Oh, that'd be so much more fun to use than normal masking tape.
And this is pretty expensive because this kit, just as I'm sure you're unfamiliar with it, only comes with one of these rings and one of these hammers. So this person bought two of this kit, which is like an $80 kit.
Oh, jeez.
So man, just to double up those weapons, that's pretty expensive. It's a cool kit though. I really liked that one. It's probably one of my favorites of the line. Here we go. I love a good Yankatoga.
I feel like I remember this. The flames or something.
Yeah. It's the flame one. Yeah, I think we have seen this before.
Yeah. Gaudy, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's because it's not like in your face. It's pretty toned down.
Yeah.
And it kind of fits with the rest of the design. Like it's got this very steampunk or like a Mad Maxy sort of looking kind of presence going on.
God, I forget how good the Yagadoga's head is. Oh my gosh.
Minus the bird eyes.
Yeah.
Ooh, the kind of like looks like it's got goosebumps on his knees.
I was gonna say pimples. Yeah.
That's kind of gross, and like on the toe as well.
Oh, the flames are so good because they're like 50% there.
I would still have a hard time saying that they're good because I still don't like them, but they're pretty minimal to the point where they're not very noticeable. So like, I can withstand them, but I still don't like it. But it's very dirty. I like the fact that there's some bits that are cleaner, so it's pretty like kind of dirty all over the place, which seems like a little like the weathering is a little bit too heavy, to be honest. But there are some areas that are more clean where you would think like some water would just naturally wash it off, or whatever, rain, whatever. So it wouldn't.
Yeah, they haven't just weathered the whole thing.
Completely covered, yeah.
Oh, the bottom of the foot there looks nice. Like a bit of the silver breaking through. Yeah, that looks cool.
There, chipping there. I don't know if Mike's still in the chat, but I would be interested to hear Mike's critique of the weathering on this, because it seems like, if I can channel Mike for a moment, seeing as how I did a number of very long sessions with him and Aaron, looking at all the entries from the weather contest.
Oh yeah.
I think what he would say. Oh, here he is. He's there in the chat. I think Mike, and tell me if I'm wrong about this, what he would say is that there's like, it looks like he knows what he's doing with the weathering, like how to, or like where to do it and how to do it, but it is a bit sloppy in some places, like here on like the gun. You can see like it looks like you kind of just slapped the like rust color onto there and like it didn't do any cleanup. So it's just kind of applied a little bit haphazardly and too heavily in some areas, where like just some more care and like some more patience with that would have been a lot more like refined. But like the general idea of how to do it kind of are there. Seems like.
The front skirt, that main front skirt looks really nice.
Yeah.
And the gradient of the red on the top of the crotch, little jewel thing. The gradient of the red of the yellow, that's interesting. Yeah, I like looking at it, but I don't know how realistic it is. But
yeah. And It looks like there's a little bit of that with like the face mask as well, but it's not yellow to red. In this case, it's like yellow to like just silver, kind of pale yellow or kind of chrome kind of
coppery sort of thing.
Interesting.
What is it? Is this the RE or the high grade?
Yeah, it's the RE. Yeah.
I still never built that. Yeah.
You should.
Yeah,
it's
nice.
nice.
I love the Yagadega.
Although I just still don't know if I would be able to choose which one I like more between the HD and the RE.
Yeah.
Because I do like them both. And like you would immediately think like, oh, the RE, it's newer, it's more detailed, like it's better, right? But just the HD is so good. Even though the RE is more detailed, you know, if you don't mind like less detail on the HD is really nice.
Yeah, it would only be just I'd like the bigger size just on display. Yeah.
Mike says, I'd agree with your assessment, tighten it up a little bit, but cool stylistic overall. Yeah, definitely. It's definitely very stylistic, right? Yeah, for sure. All right. Here's the Draw C, which I always love seeing custom Draw Cs because they're very cool. The original. And this one, I love what he's done with the fuel tanks there.
What?
Nice. Man,
if that's all still together, like just taking out those pieces, that's good work on not snapping anything.
Man. Yeah. Well, I'm sure he did, because with the original kit, all that is just two big chunks. Just
two halves? Oh, okay.
So it's just a big hollow thing. There's nothing inside there. So, I mean, you just draw the pattern on and just cut it up like that. But yeah, I mean, just all that cutting.
Filing and, oh, man.
All that very precise cutting in there, man.
And that where your mouse just was, that sharp point coming down in here, that's so hard to get clean. So down further, down further. So hard to get clean because your knife blade barely fits in. It's so hard.
Yeah. So that's kudos on that. I don't really like the metallic blue though. I would much prefer that if it was just like another different tone of gray or kind of brown or something, even something like that. Tan.
Yeah, it's a bit jewelry, Daiso jewelry, plastic jewelry. Yeah.
Yeah. The same with the little metallic red bit here on the dome.
Yeah. Dome.
What are these parts added on the front of the booster units? Those look familiar, but I can't place it. It's just some random parts, eh?
00 looking sort of.
Yeah, it kind of has that feeling. The shape. But they worked pretty well. It's just like an extension of the booster to come up more forward. Okay. Compare with the original one.
First, oh yeah, I was talking about the ball. I was going to talk about the balls. They got heaps of nice detailing on them, but it looks like they might already have that originally.
Up here?
Yeah.
On the shoulders?
Yeah, I was going to comment on those, but it looks like that might be what's already there. It's hard to tell.
I think with the original, it's just like there is like a kind of Pentaline detail there. But it looks like what he did. Yeah, he made it wider and then added the little strips in there, which is pretty cool.
Yeah,
cool. I don't think that these parts mesh very well though. These side bits. What do you think? Oh man.
Oh, look at that.
Look how I cut up the fin as well too.
Oh,
yikes. Oh man, that's so much work. That one as well. Like it's like just one piece, right?
Yeah.
And
the head's totally different.
Yeah, the face is modded kind of like.
It's one thing I like. Get in the gross zone.
As much as I love the Drossi, like kind of in general, the head is really weird. I don't. That's a very strange head. So I do like the fact that he changed that up a bit. This is still kind of weird, but it's better. I feel like I like that.
Is that? I feel like I know that.
Which one?
Yeah, the head feels familiar.
It's like an alien head. And it also looks like the Drazorg head. Similar. The Zeku Ein. Drazorg.
Yeah.
Zeku Zwei.
Zwei.
Drazorg is the rifle parts for the wing gun.
Yes.
Here you go. Kind of.
Oh, it does too.
Looks a bit like that head. Sort of.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Kind of with the shapes and the long. similar but different.
I mean, good work on them only doing purple and amongst the gray. There's no other crazy colors going on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it is really nice colors. That's why the metallic bits kind of are so as disappointing as they are, because the white, the like purple shades and the gray shades all work so well together. Then it's kind of broken by the metallic bits. Don't like that.
Yeah, no.
The gun is cool too. It's nice. What is that? What is that?
I don't know.
I don't know either. Like, oh. I don't know. Yeah, some of those parts, like, it almost looks like it's like from a Kotobukiya kit or something. Maybe that's why also I'm having trouble recognizing it. It's from like some Super Robot Wars kit or something.
Okay.
Could be.
I like the things as well. Like this, I would have thought that many little circles would have been too much, but it works.
The rings around them?
Yeah, the rings, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Mm.
Good photo too.
Yep, definitely. That helps. All right. Yeah. I saw this one too. This one's cool. K0909 with this Zoids rebuild.
Whoa.
Griffin, right? It's a Griffin, right? Is what that's called?
I guess so.
Like a
eagle lion?
Yeah, eagle lion kind of mixture thing, right?
That's a cool head.
Actually, I was thinking I've seen this before, but I think this is actually different from the one that I saw. I saw another one of these just recently. It's very similar, but I don't remember it having this much red on it. It was like mostly silver. So either it was I was seeing it as like a earlier work in progress, or that was someone else recently who was sharing their Griffin build. Oh, dang. He's one of those guys who shares all sorts of random stuff. We got some Pokemon cards.
One of those idiots that has tons of different things that make them happy. Jeez.
Yes. But that's a pretty nice reuse of those parts there. That orange, is that clear? It looks clear, right?
It looks like it is, yeah.
Just painted with like a fluorescent red or something.
Oh yeah, it definitely is clear. Yeah, I'm not a Zoids fan again because it bits everywhere. But this looks cool. This looks like it'd be a cool toy.
Yeah.
That's what's making me like it.
Totally. Yep. All right. Here's weird Barbatos.
Oh man. It's such a weird suit anyway.
I do like that new V-fin. That's I mean,
ridiculous.
It kind of fits with the Barbatos. Yeah. The gaudiness of that V-fin fits with the design. That's for sure. The triple tails, and especially this like tail, which is like from the Girara.
Oh yeah.
I don't like that.
No.
Don't like the tails.
I mean, the forearms always weirded me out. Just how big they are. So big.
Yeah. Somehow they took a kit that has like really weird proportions, but somehow works to making the proportions weirder, and now it doesn't work. I don't know. It's like
this looks okay now.
Yeah, right. And like the stance is not helping it. The pose is kind of weird. But something is extended? The waist is extended, or the thighs are extended, or something? Because I know the Barbatos always has quite short thighs, and it's just because the knees are always so huge and the feet are so huge, the thighs seem very small. But this one maybe extended the thighs, or
is there no armor on the thighs?
There is originally.
No, I mean on this one they've like taken them off or something.
Yeah, it looks like I think you're right. It's off. That could be what's making it look weird. Also, it's got the shoulder armor from the different kit. Can't remember the name offhand, but
and the side of the calves, or is it a different part as well?
Oh yeah. The legs. These are like what's the name of that anyway, it's a different kit
Oh,
entirely.
yeah, different one. Oh man,
Astaroth, I think it's
Astaroth,
one of the
yeah,
Astaroth kits. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Yep. I'm finding not look at that anymore.
Speaking of Moki, here he is.
Cool.
There's old Mokester. Ah, yes, with the Revive Gundam, a classic. Yeah, Moki's great. Look at that.
And you just do that. There you go. And then it's done.
Just take that, slap on some parts from an SD kit, scratch build some like face bits there.
Cheeks. And then just get black and gold spray paint. Just go, yeah.
Man, that's great. Moki's great. I love Moki's work. It's cool.
That's
Very
just
nice.
so nice.
Mm-hmm. Like, I want to say this in like, but like in the best possible way. I always like his builds are kind of like simple looking. I mean, they're not like so crazy over the top, and I think that's what makes them so good. Is that it doesn't look like it's like a modified kit, right? This looks like it's just this is the kit from Bandai, and it's just a nice painted build. I think like his modification work is just so clean that his painted builds, even though there's a lot of customization in them, the customization isn't obvious. I guess is what I mean. It just looks like just a simple painted build.
Yeah.
But nope, it's all customized, man. And not to mention the speed at which he works is incredible.
Yeah, that's right.
Considering he puts out like 2 or 3 of these like this in a month.
Oh my god!
If not more. It's just crazy.
The gold on the shoulders turned out nice.
Yeah, that's really nice. With some kind of like a little like orangish kind of shading with it, just matches so well with the
I was going to say it's like
orange.
Gold going into copper, sort of. Yeah.
Yep. Really nice colors, and I believe, I don't know if he does this 100% of the time, but I know most of the time he paints from black. So like he starts from black, so that's why he gets these like really rich colors.
That's why the maroon looks so just heavy.
Yep. And even the white looks like that, which I mean, it works for him, and I don't know, he makes it work, but just the thought of trying to paint white over black just makes me not want to paint.
Yes. Choosing to paint black first and then paint white. Yeah.
Yeah. But man, Moki's great. If you guys aren't following him, definitely follow him. And I've interviewed Moki twice, actually. Once in the Philippines and then once remotely. Check those videos out if you haven't seen them. Here's a really wild looking frame arms.
I've always wanted to get this guy. It's so cool.
This kit?
Yeah.
This is like one of the most ugly frame arms kits in my opinion.
I don't know why. I just like it because it's semi-aquatic looking. Looks like a Xeon aquatic. Yep. Oh man, and of course the muted color. Oh,
the colors are great, and there are some really nice aspects to the design. It has a very Metal Gear feeling to it. And I'm not sure offhand, but I believe this one was designed by Yoji Shinkawa.
Oh, okay. Designer of the Metal Gear.
Someone correct me on that if I'm wrong, but I believe that's true. Which is why it has some, like I said, appealing aspects to it. But
I never noticed the elbows, the inside of the elbows, some big exposed like knuckle joint thing. Cool. Yeah. I think, but I was always thrown off because of the Kotobukiya price, because we're just spoiled with Bandai's prices.
Yeah, right. And there's like 3, 4, 5 different variants of this kit out now. So I mean, there's a lot of different options to choose from.
Yeah. Cool.
Look at that. That's wild. Man. It's like transformed into like a racing custom, right? Like this looks like it transforms into like a racing, not like a car, but sort of car.
Some sort of vehicle-y thing.
Yeah, kind of thing, right? And like you have the blades popping out of the tires. How cool is that? That's
I used to have a toy when I was younger, and it was like a monster truck, but then like lion claws would come out of the tires, kind of like this.
Oh yeah,
freaking love that thing. Yeah,
Yep.
good old toy gimmick.
Mhm.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah, that's really interesting.
What are the legs from? Do you know the legs?
Yeah, it's a different frame arms kit.
Okay. Yeah.
It's like the frame arms Baihu, I believe.
They look like Hyakuren legs or Hyakuri. I never remember which one.
This guy.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
this one is definitely designed by Yoji Shinkawa, I know. So that's why I'm wondering about the other one as well.
You're right. It so looks similar.
Yeah. I mean, you can get the Metal Gear vibes straight away from that head.
That's right. The big chin beard. So nice.
But there's the legs there.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
And there's a number of variants of this one out there as well. But yeah, there you go.
Oh.
Let's see. Oh, and it was confirmed there in the chat that this one is also Yoji Shinkawa design.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go. Well, you should get it at some point, Josh, even though it's a higher price. If I had one, I'd just send you mine. But sorry, I never picked that one up. I didn't like it. There's a couple other variants that was maybe a little bit more appealing to me, but that's the original one, I think.
What's it called again?
No, I don't remember the name of it. Frame arms Gebo, something like that. Okay. No.
If somebody knows it in the chat, let me know. Yeah.
See if it should pop up here. There's not that many frame arms kits. So.
Just all I do is Kotobukiya frame arms kit, and that probably take me a while.
You'd think you'd find it, but it's because I just put frame arms, so it's giving me all frame arms girl stuff as well. That's the problem. Anyway, it's something like that.
I'll find it.
Someone will say it in the chat here in just a second. Black Tortoise. There you go.
That's it. Oh, sweet. Thank you.
Yeah, there was a different name for that.
Oh, I'm just seeing some images of it. It looks great. Cool. Thanks, Jerry.
The Black Tortoise is like the translation of what the name means, but the name is something different. I don't know. Okay, whatever.
Yeah, cool.
There you go. All right. Oh man, look at this guy.
What?
We saw this kit before, right? We were looking at something else, and this kit came up.
It seems familiar. Yeah.
Yeah. It's from Starship Troopers.
That's
Powered
right.
suit.
That's
Starship Troopers. Right.
So derps.
Yes. But man,
look at that.
I mean, I don't really like the gun cannon design that much in general. So like for me, this is like taking two ugly designs and smashing them together.
Yes. Oh man.
I mean,
head.
That's okay. It's cool for what it is. Like I can appreciate it's very retro sci-fi feeling. It's pretty ugly. And the gun cannon's just kind of an inherently kind of ugly design as well. But there you go.
There it is.
Yep. That is a proper melding of the designs, I feel like.
Yes, technically it was done.
And if you were going to do it, that's about as good as it's going to be, I'd imagine. I like how the gun looks like it's like the master grade gun or something. It looks huge.
Oh, yeah.
Looks very big because considering this kit is 120 scale, I believe. So it's not that big. It's like kind of the same size as a high grade or like even smaller than like high grade. So that I guess that could be the high grade gun. Yeah, since it has that seam on it, it probably is. And probably from the high grade.
Just how much you hate this. It just makes me want to get a nice like A3 size print and just mail it to you or something like, and then you just have to throw the print away. But you're like, well, this is a good quality print.
No, please don't. That stupid head on there.
Yeah, I'm trying to work out what the head looks like. I don't know. It looks like some other, like some bus or something.
Yeah,
in front of a train.
Weird, like a frog, turtle, it's very reptilian kind of looking.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know frogs aren't reptiles, by the way. Clear that up. Okay. All right. So what's going on with this guy here? So he basically took the Hainu and just reimagining the Hainu as if it was only a torso and a head and a backpack.
Yeah. Oh.
As if it didn't have arms and legs.
So this is this kind of going with the joke that when you have the kit, the backpack and the head kind of come off on its own and you're just left with the head floating there? And then he's like kind of going, oh, what if it was just the torso attached or something? I don't know.
I would imagine that this is just not showing the arms and.
Oh, okay.
I was just joking.
Oh, damn it!
I'm sure,
Well,
I'm sure the rest of the kit is there.
Is there? I think it's the Drasi has thrown me off, and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, this is the design, yeah.
No, I don't. It's sort of similar to the version logic, right?
Yeah.
Just the head. I mean, if you really wanted to go completely that direction, it doesn't really even need a head anyway.
No, it doesn't. No.
But I do like that piping. Does look really nice.
It's good. It looks nice and heavy.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The fuel tanks on top of fuel tanks is a bit weird. Sometimes I like it, and sometimes it just looks kind of too extra for me. Seeing fuel tanks attached to more fuel tanks. In this one, I'm not sure if I really like it because the balance looks so weird. If they were higher up, maybe closer to there. I don't know.
It looks like they'll just make the other tanks fall out or something.
Yeah, very heavy. Weighing on the main tank seems like, rather than like keeping the weight centered up near like the core of the body. But then you have stuff like the Armored Core White Glint kit, that has like the big crazy backpack with all the fuel tanks stuck inside there. That's cool. So like sometimes it works. All right, here's a much more as realistic as you can get, sort of more realistic looking version of this, right?
It looks like it's turned into like a 2D side scroller shooter. Old game or something, like a character like that. Yeah
Totally. Yep, exactly. And I don't know about this kit because like all these SD kits are like based off of a kit, so like based off of a design. So like if it's based off the Exia, I'm not sure if this is based off the Exia or based off the Astria.
Oh, of course.
Very similar design. But this one is like definitely Astria F-type, right?
Oh, okay, yeah.
The visor and just all the red coloring on it.
Of course.
So I like that. That's cool. I don't know if the original one was supposed to be based off of the Astria or just Exia, but it's kind of neat. I don't normally like this kind of stuff, but it looks cool. And definitely, I like what you said about it looking like it's just like a side-scrolling game.
Yeah. Little teeny dude.
Totally.
Yeah.
Totally looks like that.
Crazy weapon power-ups and stuff. Yeah.
Yep. That'd be another one good for like a shadow box. Make like a background image like of that, and then you could even like make it more 3D. So like the background image is like just the background, and then like the health bar you like build out a plot plate to make it set
sticking out.
Front.
Yeah.
It's like floating. Like you have a health bar and like some other different icons and stuff like just built out of plot plate.
Yeah.
Make it sort of like 3D.
I did that with like a Super Mario game, and I had like the characters kind of like that, and the block was up there, and it looks like it's hovering. It works really well. Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, that'd be fun. Yes, this one. Yes, this is the one I saw. Love this from Naomoka Love. Naomoka Love. Okay. It's the 8th MS Team Zaku. One of the Zakus from when they come to eat.
Oh, I don't remember.
From 8th MS Team?
Yeah, I don't remember if I watched the whole thing. Yeah.
What?
I must have, but I can't remember. Yeah.
There's a scene with like I think there's 3 of them, 2 or 3. I think 3 Zaku ones that come to like this little town, and they have to like ambush the Zakus
Mhm.
And so like Shiro is there with like just a rocket bazooka. I'm sure you've seen the scene where like the Zaku's laying down and like shooting at him, but he's just there. He's not in the mobile suit, just standing there with the bazooka and shoots the like right in front of it. And the pilot of the mobile suit tries to shoot him like with the Zaku machine gun.
Ah.
You know, it's kind of hard to describe.
Yeah, it feels familiar. I'm not sure.
But yeah, he shoots with just like the regular bazooka, shoots the ammo drum of the machine gun, and so it explodes, making the machine gun inoperable. And then shoots again into the cockpit and kills the pilot. But yeah, very cool scene.
I like the exposed spike attachment points. That's so sweet.
Yeah. Let me see. I'm sure one will come up here for reference. Yeah, it's this scene here with the three of them.
Okay.
This one here in the front. So the design of it is here's a good or let me do this actually. Image and new tab. Here we go. Oh, well, that's not gonna work. Let's try this here. There you go.
Yeah.
The chest design is different from like a standard Zaku one. This whole part here, so you can see he had to modify that from the original because it's just a kind of more standard design. Changed to like that. There's a lot of work done into that, and yeah, it's got the same bit like you're talking about with the shoulders. That is cool. I like that. And one of them is carrying a gym shield.
Oh yeah.
Yep. Oh, the front. I never noticed that the on the Zaku 2s, the front skirt has a weird design to it as well. That bit
weird cutout. Yeah.
Interesting.
Man, I'll never get sick of desert color scheme.
Yeah, it's nice because it's like the original color scheme, but it's just tweaked a little bit, right? It's sort
what
of
do you mean, like where the colors are placed, or just the color itself?
No, it's not quite to. It's still a little bit greenish, so it's not quite as like pale yellow as like the desert color scheme for the Zaku. But it's not as green as the like normal Zaku 2. It's like kind of between there. It's like a greenish yellow kind of color. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'll later on, if I can remember, I'll find a link, or I'll find it on YouTube. I'm sure there's that scene is on YouTube. I'll just send it to you.
Yeah. Okay. Sweet. Yeah.
But that's really cool.
Oh, that looks so nice.
All right, here we got the Thunderbolt full armor Gundam, which I don't see this very often. You know, of like all the time I spend looking at cool builds on Twitter, I don't see the Thunderbolt full armor Gundam very often.
Yeah,
I feel like.
You're right. Yeah. I still almost always want it. It looks, I like it, but I never get it.
Yeah, I can understand. It is a really cool design, but yeah, I don't know. Maybe just because of the colors or something. It is at the same time. There is just something a little bit boring about it.
Yeah, it's so just boxy and rectangular. But
I would really like to take a crack at this and just change up the colors to be in like either like traditional full armor colors with like the orange and, and dark green.
Olive. Yeah,
something like that, or I don't know. I have to think about it, but maybe it's just because the other color is very like dark, kind of. Nothing really pops on it that much.
Yeah, I like it more like that without all the armor on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Very nice. I mean, there's not really too much else to say about this. It's a very nice painted build, but I don't think there's too much really custom on that, as far as I can tell. Just nice painted build. Looks good. We got this guy. Oh man, look at the wings on that guy. And what's with the cropping of this photo? It's like when you see like on Facebook someone's photo where it's like a photo of 2 or 3 people together,
people.
but they only wanted themselves, so they just a weird crop to cut out the photo. Seems like there's something else over here that you just cut out.
Oh, look at those wing veins. The veins in the wings.
It's gross. I don't like it at all.
Yeah.
But the putting the 2 dragon heads together to make a shield is an interesting idea.
That's what that is. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. The lance also seems a bit wimpy. It's very like thin, it's almost like just like instead of a big lance, it's just like a small or like a large polearm kind of weapon, sort of, or like just a sword, basically.
The yellow is distracting me so much. It's such a green yellow. Maybe the color balance is off, but
yeah. The reds look nice. The reds and the whites, but and even the I don't know. What do you think about just this metallic red just for the chest and everywhere else just being non-metallic red?
It's okay, but I'm thinking if it wasn't metallic, it might be better. Yeah.
And my first reaction was, oh, that's kind of interesting, because it is interesting when you see the mix of metallics and non-metallics used together in a way that works. And my first reaction was, oh, it kind of works. But the more I look at it, the more I don't like it. Yeah, I don't know. And then you got this gold for like these rings there.
I was going to say, it almost looks like it's got big Beyonce hoops or something.
Yeah. And because it's such a different gold, I'm wondering if those are, like you mentioned before, like kind of like Daiso parts or something, if that's just like jewelry pieces or something like that.
Maybe, yeah.
And that's why the gold's different.
Because what does it normally have there? Does it have little things?
It has little hooks there normally.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. So I mean, like the general shape of like the design is basically the same, but yeah, it's definitely different little parts there. Yeah. Weird. Look at that guy.
Is it like a Pikachu face or something?
That's not even before and after of the same thing. It's something entirely different.
Some bits. I think they've used some bits, yeah.
I don't know. But this one I do like. This is another frame arms design. Here's the original, which I really like this design. But this is a pretty interesting reinterpretation of that.
What is that? Oh, that's like Anubis, right? Is it?
Yeah, kind of Anubis.
Yeah.
Sort of looking design. Having the ears like that.
Yeah.
It's going to give that vibe. Very like feminized design, if I can say that, you know?
Bit of extra on the hips, yeah.
Sort of similar proportionally like to the Woundwort.
That's it, yeah. When I first saw it, I thought Woundwort, yeah.
It's got much bigger, like bulkier, like Popeye arms though, which is cool. It works, I think. But yeah, interesting feet design. And I'm wondering if, like, when I see, well, yeah, no, okay, I know this head is from a different kit. That's from the Herzfelger. Stuff like this, I wonder if they stick to only using the parts of this kit, so like not using other scrap bits from other kits. It's like they limit themselves to only using what they have with this, and they can kind of swap the parts around here and there. But no, some of these bits look like they're from other kits.
Yeah, like kit bash integrity, where you only use one kit or something.
It's an interesting challenge to do like that, I think. Yeah, the feet are also from something different, I think. It's a cool concept. I think it's obviously not finished. I would imagine this is not finished and it's going to be painted or something and finished later on. But just overall, just the design proportions look pretty cool.
Yeah, proportions good. Yeah, and that bend at the waist is such a sassy like kink in the body. Like whatever.
Yep. Somebody's been studying their character illustration design or something. Oh, here's some more images of that. There you go. This weapon is also from the Herzfelger, the same kit as the head. So you can see the backside of that. Yeah, interesting. Neat.
Yep. Yeah, that is neat.
There you go.
Oh,
Ooh, is Gucci Max. Yeah, I think this is that same one that we have seen before.
oh, we have. Yeah, we talked about this one. That's right.
Yep. That very nice Gundam Verka. Oof. From that old Master Grade.
Oh,
Not a bad kit for how old it is. But man, that's
yeah, totally. Yeah.
Certainly.
Jeez, it must have been good when it came out. It must have been fantastic.
Yeah, and I'm sure it was just so cool to have that Kotoki design. I actually, I just checked earlier today because I was talking about this kit for a different video, and it came out in 2002. So next year is going to be 20 years.
20 years. Wow.
Yeah, of this kit of Verkas. It's the original Verka.
Oh, is it the first Verka?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Ah, okay.
I love this chest vents from the original, which are just kind of plain. You just remade them. Some actual little flaps in there.
Yeah, it's a classic trick doing that little notch.
Mm-hmm.
We could just look at this and say all the things we said last time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Beautiful colors. And I love that purple undertone, even under the white. You can see like in the shadows.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. Yeah.
It's got that nice little, very slight tint of purple going on there, which is very Kotoki.
So is that just they've done like a bit of a purple base coat or something?
Either that, it could be, yeah, or like some like in like pre-shading kind of, maybe with a very light lavender. Either that or just a super tiny bit of purple mixed in with the white. Possibly.
Okay, yeah.
Just enough to give it a little bit of tone. Either way, I think the result would probably be pretty similar. But I can tell you, like, I appreciated, like, on my Wing Zero Verka kit that I painted a couple months ago. I had not appreciated, but I did the surfacer with that. I did in like a light lavender color.
Oh, okay.
I used white surfacer and then like with a couple of drops of purple paint in it. And the purple paint is so overpowering. You need like just one drop and it like turns to like lavender. So yeah, like the surfacer, I painted that entire kit with like a lavender surfacer, and then painting white on top of it. It is really, really hard to get rid of even a little bit of purple. Painting white on top of it, it took like a lot of coats of white, and it still looks, I mean, the purple undertone is still very visible. So I mean, to have it as subtle as this is, there's a super tiny, not even like one drop, but like half a drop of purple in there.
You just spray paint white with a purple bottle sitting next to you, lid on, everything, just having it nearby.
Yes, exactly. Yes, that's all it takes. Oh man, this guy went to town with the hashtag.
Oh man,
there you go. See some
getting our Dunbine.
Yeah, some goopy designs, some robots, but some nice work on these. And yeah, some nice work, but just are these photos like from like, are these photos 30 years old or something?
Yeah, exactly.
Man, look at that. The original kit. Gross. Look at the hand. Oh my gosh. It's got meatball hands.
Yeah, like they just got putty and just went like this, and then there you go. That's the mold. Wow.
Man, yikes.
That looks so much better.
I mean, it's better, but even still, even these hands, I mean, even that's, it's only slightly better. There you go.
Yeah, I think the next one, I think I was like, oh, this kind of looks okay.
This one?
Okay, so it's just a big difference.
Yeah, it's a work in progress on this guy, I believe, right? Yeah. Man. Oh no, it's not that one. It's not the same kit.
Different one.
But yeah.
Yeah.
Well, taking those old kits like the Dunbine and the Zabungle kits and all that stuff.
Zabungle.
Zabungle. I forget the name of this one here, but yeah, I mean, I certainly give a lot of credit to those people who
Mhm.
do all the work on those, like that particular era of old kits. Man,
It's like how we like the unsung heroes, like doctors and nurses in the COVID times. Like these are the unsung heroes.
mm-hmm.
Oh man. Okay,
Somebody's
let's
got to
go.
buy those kits.
Yeah.
There you go. I think this is the same one we saw before, but now we can actually
Yeah,
see it compared with the
yeah.
original. And seeing the full body, I think the two images we saw before was like only the top half.
Mm-hmm.
Now seeing the full body, I like it more.
I'll never get sick of New Gundam, the classic extensions and proportions that people do, like the crotch out, the chest out. It just never gets old. Oh.
Yeah, that extended chest, definitely.
Oh, man.
And the replacement of the rifle with the GNX rifle is really nice.
Oh, yeah.
I like
Forget about that rifle.
Mm-hmm. Really cool rifle design. Kind of one of the main reasons why I like the GNX is mostly because of the gun. I have... actually, do I? I was going to say, I think I have that MG. I know I haven't built it yet, and I'm not even sure if I have it or not. Don't know what that says.
I loved it. It was really cool. Just so unique.
I think I have it at home. Let's check. Yeah.
This is... I like it how muted it is, how like deactivated mode it is. Feels like it needs something else, another strong, I don't know, panel or something.
I like the gradient on the shield. It's nice. But when you get down to the legs, it's kind of the same thing we had with the F90. There's just kind of a little bit too much breaking up the panels on the legs, though, to me.
It already had the kind of like how the cycle frame appears and stuff. It is very zigzaggy, breaky, uppy, but they've added more onto the knee and onto the front of the leg. Yeah. Yeah.
So, one too many. Because it's the same thing. Like we have just panel lines kind of around the edges here, just around the edges. But then once you get down here, and it's like breaking up right through the middle of that.
Yeah. Yeah, too much.
One too many.
That's nice. I mean, good old classic pose.
Yeah, very nice. Very sharp looking. Yeah, I think that's like you said, the hip section and the chest just being extended and squared off makes the whole thing look very sharp. I
wonder if Shinigi was the first one to do that or not. Yeah,
maybe. Yeah, certainly the one to make it popular, I would imagine.
Yeah. And that detail just whacked on the top of the chest.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that. Yeah, it feels very just kind of tacked on. I do like the big logo up there on the inside of the shield. That's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Not a very normal placement for that.
Oh, look at the goatee. It's been chopped off and sanded down.
Oh yeah, that's weird.
Weird. Whoa.
Considering the other bits are extended, you think if anything you would like extend that out a little bit more.
Maybe. I mean, it makes it do that like kind of like pulled up bottom tough lip sort of thing.
I guess so.
A bit more. Yeah.
I think. Oh yeah. With the Hainu, it's longer, isn't it? I think that because I know like the Hainu has like kind of a little bit more kind of longer proportion. So like the chin part as well, I think is a little bit longer on the Hainu, isn't it?
I think so.
Interesting. Okay. Oh, actually, we need to wrap it up for today. Let's just take a look at the Zaku.
This guy looks nice. Today.
Here you go. Speaking of revitalizing old kits, look at that.
Oh, nice.
Beauty. Oh, shame about the decal though.
Hopefully they can fix that. Damn it. Yeah, you get up in the morning and you're like, oh, the microsol would have been dry by now. I get to check it out. And then, bleh.
You leave microsol overnight? Oh, and this, what's this on the fit? This looks like it's like a hand painted decal. You know, like the guy who hand paints decals.
Yeah.
It looks like that, kind of.
Unless it's just it's another really bad one, and because it's on black.
No.
Yeah, don't know.
Hard to tell. Yeah, shame. Also, I don't really care for the green. I don't know.
The green, like the tan kind of green color.
Yeah, tannish greenish color. Yeah, because the blue is quite bright, and then the green is so desaturated in comparison. It's kind of an odd.
It looks fine on the torso and the shoulder to me, but it's the leg bit that's just kind of in the middle that looks really weird. Yeah.
Yeah, the color design of the Ozaku one is a bit weird. The blue and green are kind of a weird mix anyway. But I don't know, just the difference in saturation between the colors is a bit strange for me. Like I really like the blue on its own, and I really like the green on its own, but next to each other, it's kind of hard.
So if the blue was like desaturated more, it would balance better.
Yeah, I think so. Or a brighter green. Like that. But man, that's so satisfying.
Oh, it's so crisp and clean. Oh man. Why? Still why is it so nice?
Love that.
Oh.
Just goes to show you don't need a lot of details.
No.
And especially like comparing this to the one we were just looking at.
Yes.
Like here's one. It's really nice, very detailed, really nice, no detail.
Nothing. No detail, yep.
It's just a completely different aesthetic, but I mean
but like the enjoyment level is like it's close. Yep.
I definitely really like both of those. I've seen this one before as well, but not for a long time. I don't think it's been a while. There you go. Really cool design, especially this. It reminds me of something that Win would make.
Yeah,
isn't it? How it's balanced up there like that.
So much here. Like leading of the eye up along something.
Yep. But the whole SD, like half SD transformation of that. Really interesting transition to metallic green.
Yeah.
Transitioning to just the regular, like matte dark green.
I wonder why they did that at all. And it's on the ears a bit as well. Yeah.
And on this part. It's cool. Anyway, it's interesting. Definitely doesn't look bad. Huh.
Yeah. I would have thought it would look bad.
And the shading on it, like, you see, like on this yellow bit, that black bit part right there, it's kind of hard to tell if it's a reflection, but I think that's just black.
Yeah, I think they're like implying reflection by doing
that.
Yeah, like when you draw
like that on purpose. So the painting is quite interesting on this. Nice shading and like fake shading, painting in a way to look like shadows on there, and the transition from metallic to non-metallic. It's interesting. I don't know if I've ever seen that before, to be honest.
Yeah,
quite like that.
Why does it not look bad?
Man, I don't know. Huh. Interesting. All right.
Cool.
There you go.
Ah, man.
So there was some interesting stuff there, which means that we can use the inner frame hashtag for next time.
Another time. I swear we have a bin of unused good hashtags that is just full and full and full. We just keep adding. Yeah. Yeah,
I'm sure if I dug back through our chat history, Facebook Messenger, there's a lot of cool hashtags that we've had to skip over. But that's going to be it for today, guys. As always, lots of cool stuff there, Josh.
Yeah.
Are you inspired?
I am. Well, I'm looking at this whatchamacallit.
The frame arms kit?
The frame arms kit, yeah.
Have you built any frame arms kits before or never?
No. And no frame arms. And the only Kotobu gear was the Metal Gear Rex. I was kind of snapping that with my friend one time. That's it.
Yeah, you should check out just a frame arms kit at some point. There's some pretty cool ones. Yeah. New one, no, it's a kind of reissue of one that is coming out. Just announced like yesterday or something, but it's just like a reissue.
What's it called?
The Hirschvelger.
Hirschvelger?
I'll send you a link.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, that's it for today, guys. We'll see you probably next week, but depending on our schedules. But if not, then the week after. Josh,
Zach,
see you later.
pleasure. See you
Bye,
later.
everyone.
Bye. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.